Okay, folks, hi there. This is Kim Willis. All right. Well, for me, it's Friday. When you see this, it could be another day. Doesn't matter. A lot of people ask me, what is a typical day for me as a home business marketer? What is a typical day? What does it look like? Do I sort of work 15 hours a day and rock off to bed about midnight, exhausted? Or do I take it nice and easy, chill out, and money just seems to magically flow without any work effort at all? Well, look, none of those. All right. I certainly don't work those long, super long hours, but I do work. I do work. I've been involved in the home business arena now for since 2006. And I originally started with a big ticket program. That's my specialty. And it was a sort of a financial education type product. And I did really well with them, and I started making money within the first month. And I'm talking really good money, okay, in the first month. It was sort of towards the end of that first month, and then I made even more money in the second month. And it enabled me to quit the rat race within 60 days, and I've been out of the rat race ever since, and certainly have no intentions of going back into an office environment ever again. No need, quite frankly. Now, when I first got started, I was doing it part-time, but the interesting thing is that although I do have different channels now, I have different income channels, I market different programs. The main program that I've been marketing since 2009 has been a travel program, and many people who watch this video will know about that travel program. It's called Resort 360, there's no secret. It's called Resort 360, and I've really enjoyed my experience with them, and it's quality product and all the rest of it. But I got started with them in 2009, and I did put in more hours initially. It was probably more like 20 hours a week, something like that. But over time I've learned how to become much more effective at using my time, to the point where today be lucky, I certainly wouldn't put in any more than 10 hours per week with Resort 360. Now, if you get involved with Resort 360 or any of the other programs that I'm involved with, can you get it to the point where you're spending maybe 10 hours a week? Absolutely. How did I do it? Well, I became more efficient. I became more effective. I certainly don't spend nearly as much time on the phone now. I've got my phone here, and this is my little work area actually, and I've got my laptop here. I don't have a desktop. People ask me all these little questions. I just want to sort of visualize how it might work for them. Okay, so I just thought I'd share some of this stuff with you. I don't use a desktop because it would mean that it'd need to be in an office in one of the other rooms, and I'd be away from everything, and I like to listen to my music, so I've got that all here. I've sort of, between, when I take little breaks, which I do a lot, I turn my music up and listen to it. Over there I've got my baby, which is my guitar, which, I've shown people that, my baby on another video. I've got my laptop here, and that's what I like to use. So I'm not a desktop type of guy. I used to be, but I like to be sort of in the entertainment area where the TV is, where my guitar is, and when I have my family living with me, we could talk, and I'd do a little bit of work, and we'd do some more talk, and muck around, and clown around, and all the rest of it. So, but don't get me wrong, when there's a time to work intensively, I work intensively, all right? So, I used to phone a lot of leads, so I was doing this every morning. So typically I'd start at, when I was really going for it and wanting to get some momentum up, I'd start phoning inquiries about 9:30 in the morning. And then I'd typically go through till about 11:30, so it'd be a 2-hour block, okay? And after 2 hours on the phone, I'd be a little bit, a little bit tired, so I'd take a break, and then I'd usually come back and I'd have perhaps something to eat, and then I'd come back about 12:30 and do another hour. Sometimes I'd make a few calls in the evenings, but because so many people now only give their mobile phone number rather than a landline number, I find that it's, quite often I can contact people through the day. Okay, even if they're at work, they can probably take a 5-minute call. Okay, I don't make nearly as many calls now with my Resort 360 business because I've learnt how to be more effective, and that's one of the lessons that I really want to teach you when you get involved with Resort 360. Because you can work smarter, you can work harder. Smarter is better. Smarter is better. So today, instead of making 30 calls in a session, or in a day, let's say, not speaking to all of the 30, don't get me wrong, but I might speak to 10. But today, instead of making 30 calls, I'll make about 3. But the 3 that I make are the ones that are important. Okay? How do I do that? Well, I have little tricks. Okay? I can figure out in advance how serious a person is. So someone may have filled out a form on my site, made an inquiry. We can see in our back office how serious that person is if they're clicking on a link, if they're opening the email, even if they're watching a video, and how long they're watching the video, how much time they're spending on the video. So who do you think are the people that I'm going to be talking to? The people that are active, the prospects that are active, that are looking, they're opening the emails, they're clicking on links, they're watching videos. They're the ones. Okay? So that's one of the little tricks, if you like. Not trick, but it's one of the little things that I do. And that, combined with other techniques that I've learnt, has enabled me to reduce my phone time dramatically. Okay? So a day in the life for me doing my Resort 360 business is a little bit different to the way I used to do it when I first got started. So today, I'll officially start work about 9:30. Nothing really has changed there. Before then, I'll check my emails and bits and pieces like that. Housekeeping, you might call it. But today, 9:30, more often than not, I'll check my advertising. I'll be more involved with marketing than I will be with sales. In fact, I really don't do any sales. The sales seem to take care of themselves. But it's more the marketing. I look at my advertising stats. I monitor my campaigns. I might tweak them here and there. Okay? I might, send an email to somebody. That's pretty easy, isn't it? I might send an email to half a dozen people. If I've got a query that I need to ask the company about, well, I'll send off a ticket to them. So there's all sorts of things like that, and an hour and a half can pass quite quickly just by doing that sort of stuff. Maybe I'll write a couple of new ads and post them up. So there's all sorts of marketing related things that I'll do. And then typically, and it's not exactly like this, but typically around 11 a.m. I'll phone a few people. But instead of phoning 20 people in a single session, I'll typically only phone 2 or 3. That's about it. Finish that off, then I'll have a bit of a stretch, coming into maybe getting closer to midday. I'm getting hungry by then. So I'll make myself a fruit salad, and that's it. Then I've got to tell you, I do have a nap every day, because sometimes I work strange hours, and I just find that a half-hour nap refreshes me. After the nap, I'll I'll go for a walk. I love my walk. So I go for a walk, a really brisk walk, a power walk more than anything, not a stroll. It's definitely a walk, okay? And it's a quick walk. Quick walk in terms of speed. In terms of distance, I'll walk a kilometre, 2 kilometres, something like that. And then, you know, I might do a bit of shopping, pick up some fruit, whatever. Generally, I don't do any more work. I may have 1 or 2 calls to make in the late afternoon, but that would only happen a few times a week, not every day, definitely. On Fridays, I don't even do that because I finish up about midday and I take the rest of the day off. Evenings, occasionally I will make a phone call in the evening, but not often. And once again, I'm back doing behind the scenes work. So I'm spending more time on that now. And it's not boring to me. You know, I might put up a bit of a thing on my blog. I might write another email, something like that. You can learn all this stuff. I think it's pretty easy. A lot of people are not confident about writing because they think that they have to write something you know, in an artistic way, a literary masterpiece. Not true. Not true. You just write as you talk, okay, and just tidy up the grammar. That's about it. You can write an email in 10 minutes. It's easy, and email communication is quite powerful and very effective. And as you build your list, you'll be able to do that, and you'll be able to leverage yourself through email technology. Okay, pretty good. So that's a typical day. I get started about 9:30 officially, doing some housekeeping before then, and then you know, I'll go through till about midday, have something to eat, just me time for a few hours, including the walk and the nap, and then I'll do some more in the evening, but usually it's behind the scenes work. Okay. You know, planning, strategizing, whatever, writing an ad, another ad, putting the ad up, doing whatever I need to do to increase the traffic to my lead capture page, to my site. And you will have one of those lead capture pages as well. You don't need to build it yourself or anything like that. It's just an off-the-shelf sort of a thing. Okay? All right, just thought that might help you. Kim Willis signing off. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.